24 hours ago, or last week to you guys, the road to Bound Glory began, and tonight it continues as we come to you live from a new area in front of 392 people at the Unity Hall. First time we're coming to you live from the Great Lake. I think it's great. Excuse me while I get the pen out my mouth, so I can put the lid on wine. So I'm trying to get through Raw, so I can do my Raw review for today. That's going to be a freaking tough one, I think. In the pre-show, I've had decent wrestling, but he Sid Vicious, Taxia Kawada, Jinkaro Tornado, and Conan defeat El Samurai Black Warrior, Tiger Mask 2, and Kenta Kobashi in 7:44, and Sid Vicious defeat Kenta Kobashi by pin for the chokeslam. Sid Vicious and Struggle House and ring performance. Getting better his events, Taxia Toshikasha Kawada is getting better his gimmick. He cannot sustain a car strain. Now quality in the colour commentary going to match a boost. Kenta Kobashi 53, Tiger Mask 52, Black Warrior 44, El Samurai 43, Conan 43, and Juneki Tenorio 57, and Texas Kawada 57, Juneki Tarikino in Rumble 55C minus. Thank you, Ollie Anderson. In a terrible pre-show match, Taz defeated Carl Karma in 8:23 when Carl Karma intentionally got counted out. Taz 39, Carl Karma 22. He's got a scan base gimmick. He's also proven forms. So basically, this match is basically simply put. You know, Carl Karma's wrestling Taz, and he just gets fed up with Taz and just basically walks out and walks up the ramp. In a pre-show, I've had decent wrestling, but Little Heat Ball, Little Princess, and Little Angel defeat Dangerous Queen, Linda Dallas, and Luna in 7:35 when Ball defeat Luna by pin for the guillotine leg drop. Little Angel 58, Little Princess 40, Ball 53, Luna 44, Linda Dallas 45, and Dangerous Queen 58. No work performance of 57C minus. Nice little match. In the pre-show, I had Subpar Wrestling and Little Heat Steve Blackman, Sabu, Shunjo Takanara, Zoe Vega defeat Brian Adams, Danny Collins, Eddie Guerrero, and Tornado in 7:33, and Steve Blackman defeat Brian Adams by pinfall. I've just been having a look. Brian Adams and Eddie Guerrero have been here since day one, which is really weird to see. Shujio Takanara, so we have better his gimmick. Brian Adams really off his game. Let me just click on here so it can go down. And that's quality. Lifted the match. The colour commentary match will be Sorry Vega 38, Shunjo Takanara 35, Sabu 45, Steve Blackman 37, Tornado 39, Eddie Guerrero 50, Danny Collins 46, Brian Adams 32. Sorry Vega in performance, Sabu in performance, Sorry Vega in performance, Steve Blackman in Rumble, and Shunjo Takanara in performance, 47D. In a pre-show, I've had decent wrestling. Double cheat the Steiner Brothers defeat one winning combination. 7:55 Rick Steiner defeat Bob Holly by pin with the Steiner device. Scott Steiner 55, Rick Steiner 46, Bob Holly 47, Jeff Jarrett 48. Bob Holly improving performance, not bad. 55C minus. 392 people when this arena can hold 400. Okay, it's not a sold out crowd, but that means we're only like 8 away from selling out. 8 people didn't turn up. Where are they? I will hunt them and track them down. In a pre-show, bad decent wrestling, don't cheat. Dr. Wagner, the Crusher, and the Nasty Boys defeat Allman Jr., Roy Brookside, Norman Swelling now, Snow in 8:12, and Dr. Wagner defeat Allman Jr. by the Wagner driver. He's on a one-night deal. He is 60 years old, but I thought it'd be nice to have a local legend from this, who lives in this area, local talent like him to come in and just help the show. Al Snow 46, Norman Smiley 33, Roy Brookside 39, Alton Jr. 37, The Crusher 52, Dr. Wagner 45, Jerry Sachs 37, Brian Nobbs 41. Ultraman improving Rumble. Next week we'll be back from the Tri-State area as always. A 45D. Don't know what that cat's doing behind me, but there we go. We're at the Unity Hall, which is nice. And Brett comes out and he goes, last night I retained my world title and then get told in 4 weeks I got to face The Undertaker. So our first match for Victory Road. Now you'll see a pattern going on here for now. Bret Hart will not get his shot until Bound for Glory, but we'll come across that in a bit. You just have to bear with me. Mickey, what are you doing? Please stop. I'm trying to book a wrestling show and run a wrestling show and record. Please stop. So The Undertaker will be in a main event contest against Bret Hart. Yes, I haven't released Big John Studd, even though he lost the Leave Town match. Just leave him where he is. And you see, Bound for Glory in the main event, I face my brother, Owen Hart, and this is going to be an easy win. It's Great Impact Wrestling is going on the road to bring you the best action in person. Might be the reason why this angle's not doing as well. BFG Glory. So yeah, we're going to have the Bret Hart will be taking on Owen Hart in the main event of Bound for Glory. What are you doing? Can you please stop it, Mickey? I'm trying to do this, please. So yeah, Owen Hart, and it's going to be an easy win. It's Great Impact going on the road, and you bet that you bring it to bring you the best action in person. Then Owen Hart comes on and goes, "Oh dear." Stood in the ring with my bout, my loser brother. You see, we've been in the business for 1 year. You see, in that 1 year, with some of the best wrestling moments have involved me, the awesome Owen Hart. You see, you can bring the title, but I ain't getting my taste of what I deserve for 3 months. It's not fair. You see, Brett, every title match you have, your baby brother will be in the rearview mirror. 4 weeks' time, Sting will go down. Whereas Brett goes, "You don't change, do you? You always gloat, and tonight is not the night for it. You come and watch my title match, but remember, when I meet you at Bound for Glory, I'm going to keep my world title." So yeah, Victory Road, swapping 2 of the storylines around and I'll do this as well a bit further down the line. I'll come up with 2 different other wrestlers to think, but it will be Sting taking on Owen Hart in 4 weeks at Victory Road, which will be coming to you live from the Great Lakes. So I want to bring one of our... don't know why he starts now. He's been quiet all morning as soon as I start recording. There you go, that's being a little naughty. In about that, decent wrestling below heat, Dave Finney defeated Ricky Kosher in 7:52 by pinfall spear. Ricky Kosher for 60, Dave Finney 48. 61 scene, no work appearance. Nice. In a terrible match, the Forces of Nature defeat the Superflies, and Mr. Ooh La La defeated Jimmy Ocean by pinfall. Mr. Ooh La La's game by his gimmick and nice quality in the colour commentary and the match boost. Jimmy Ocean 32, Ricky Knight 31, Mr. Ooh La La 23, Terry Gibbs 30. Terry Gibbs improving performance of 33E+. 32E+ for Americana in the back, and she goes, "Look in the mirror, and what do you see? A fighter. At Victory Road, I get my chance to shine in my title match. All Japan Pro Wrestling and Glow were places where they were awesome, and now there's women. Now these women meet in Impact to bring you top-class action. Tonight I'm going to sit ringside for your title match, Candy." And then Candy in above had decent wrestling with double cheat. Candy defeated Lioness in 8:23 by pinfall. The Candy drop. She makes advance number 1 of her Impact Knockouts title. Lioness 49. Candy out there with 47. We've also put Americana at the desk. Lioness improved performance, but she was pretty weak, but that's fine. Then during Cornet at 60AC plus, Sylvania goes, "Look at the house Cornet now. Still on top of the company. Yes, he lost the rights to the name LA Park name, but the Demon has a new challenger in Juiceman Thunder Liger. Liger, think you're cool? You think you can beat my man, the Demon? Come and prove it." Then the Rock and Roll Express want to challenge my tag team. At Victory Road, all 3 of you get your matches. But remember, the House of Cornet is strong, and you are weak. I'm actually loving booking the House of Cornet. House of Cornet is one of those things for some reason, this is one of some of the shows I get, I'm not sure how to start if I'm getting the writer's block and stuff. But I never have that with this show. I'm always on top of what I'm going to be booking. I know where to go with this. And so Juice Wonder Liger, the Demon, save. Tag team match. Teams. Rock and Roll Express. I know I need another face team. I think I'm hiring one. I might be wrong on that. Taking up the Nightmare Lords. Bloody, can you not fill up right now? We had this last time. I'm not speeding through it. You just have to hold it. In a decent match, Brian Pillman, John Tenter, Vader, and Shane Douglas defeat LA Park, the Great Muta Skull, and Doink the Clown in 7:41. John Tenter defeat Doink the Clown by pin of the Earthquake Splash. 61C+, Doink the Clown 48, Scott Hall 60, Great Muta 67, LA Park 36, Shane Douglas 41, Vader 65, John Tenter 34, and Brian Pillman 65. John Tent in Technol and Ellie Park in Flying, which is nice, 61C. That's what I like to see. Stings in the rain, he goes, look around you. This company have a great talent pool and people are scared of the Undertaker, the most terrifying man on the roster. You see, the Scorpion is not scared of you. They have venom detectors, and I'm coming for you. Scorpion is coming. 55C minus. In a bad Pro Wrestling Little Heat, Dynamite Girl defeated Americana in 5:19 when Americana's counted out Flying Candy at ringside. Americana 31, Dynamite Girl 39. Americana in Rumble and Performance, and Dynamite Girl in Performance, not bad, a 39D minus. In a decent match, the House of Cornette, the Demon, Damien 66 and Tarocco defeated Juice of Liger and the Rock and Roll Express. In 8:90 when Damien 66 defeated Juice of Liger by pinfall to powerbomb after Jim Cornette get involved. Jim Cornette did good work at ringside. The Demon and Jim Cornette have excellent chemistry. Robert Gibson 62, Ricky Morton 62, Juice of Liger 55, Tarocco 35, Damien 666 40, and the Demon 47. Damien 666 with improving performance of 58C minus. In a devout very decent match in Little Heat, Archangel defeat Blue Demon Jr. in 8:10 by pinfall the Swanton Bomb. Blue Demon Jr. 42, Archangel 39. Archangel improving in performance of 45D. And then our main event of the night is Bret Hart and Sting taking on Owen Hart and The Undertaker. In a decent match, Owen Hart and The Undertaker defeat Sting and Bret Hart in 15:17 when Owen Hart defeat Bret Hart by pinfall. Bret Hart carried the match in terms of ring performance. Bret Hart 70, Sting 53, The Undertaker 44, and Owen Hart 53. Sting improving in technical, which is not too bad. The 61C. We end tonight's show, our first show live from the Great Lakes region of America with 61C. A beautiful show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the first episode, the next episode in the Impact Wrestling storyline. I hope you guys are enjoying where we're going to take the company over the next few months as we head towards Bound for Glory. The road to Bound for Glory has begun, and I'm really excited to be booking that for you guys. This will be episode, I think this is episode number 4, yes. So ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys live again next week for another edition of Impact Wrestling Live. Hello, welcome back to Impact Wrestling. 2 weeks away from Victory Road, and we have 2 more matches announced tonight for Impact Wrestling's Victory Road in front of 1,962 tonight at the Expo Centre in Madison Square Gardens. And appreciate about a decent match in Little Heat. Candy, Dangerous Queen, Dynamite Girl, and Luna defeated Little Princess, Little Angel, Lioness, and Bull in 7:52. And Dangerous Queen defeated Bull by pinfall for the missile dropkick. Bull 49, Lioness 48, Little Angel 50, Little Princess 37, Luna 40. Oh God. There you go. Let's get back down to Luna 40, Dynamite Girl 39, Dangerous Queen 53, Candy 38. No work improvements. Road Agent notes back to that 50D plus, not bad. In a pretty bad decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. Blue Demon Jr. defeated Archangel in 8:01 by pin for the Ace Crusher. Blue Demon Jr. 43, Archangel 40. No work improvements for 46D. In a pretty bad decent wrestling, damage heat. Sunjo Takanara or Takanuro defeated Eddie Guerrero in 8:01 by pin for the missile dropkick. Sunjo Takanara 34, Eddie Guerrero 55. No work improvements of 51D plus. In a pre-show about a decent wrestling below heat, Soria Vega, Kenta Kobashi, now Snow defeat Danny Collins, Conan and Sid Vicious in 8:16 when Kenta Kobashi defeat Conan by pin for the Orange Crusher. Sid Vicious weakness took out in ring performance. Al Snow 46, Kenta Kobashi 53, Soria Vega 43, Sid Vicious 31, Conan 43, and Danny Collins 49. Sid Vicious improving in performance of 51D plus. In a pre-show about a decent wrestling Little Heat, Ultraman Jr., Sabu and Roy Brookside defeat Janekiro Tanora, Tornado and Takahashi Kawada. In 8:01 when Ultraman Jr. defeated Takahashi Kawada by pinfall. Roy Brookside 38, Sabu 49, Ultraman Jr. 38, Takahashi Kawada 53, Tornado 40, and Janekiro Tanora 58. Sabu and Rumble, Tornado improving flying, Roy Brookside in performance. Ultraman Jr. has been here since day one of the company. One of the few people, along with Eddie Guerrero, I've been here since the first show. I have had a look, few of them have gone, but there's quite a few people still around. Brian Adams is another one, who has been here for the full year of the company. In the pre-show battle, had decent wrestling Little Heat, Brian Adams defeated Tiger Mask in 8:12 by pin for the choke slam. Brian Adams 38, Tiger Mask 52. No work improvements, 50D plus. 49D to open up the night as Paul Bearers in the arena goes, oh yes, my Undertaker's getting a shot at Bret Hart, the world title on Victory Road. And that's not why we come out here tonight, oh no. Sting, you are not scared of my Undertaker, that is fine. You'll be scared soon, I promise you, after you see what he does to Hart at Victory Road. The Undertaker is the dead man, and he gets his powers from his urn, hence why he's holding an urn in the picture. And Sting goes, really? I get my powers from these awesome stingers out there. You see, I'm not scared of you or the Undertaker. I'm a scorpion, but my sting is full of poison, and it's going to sting you soon. And when it does, it'll put the dead man down for the 3 count. Oh no, we won't put him down. He is the most powerful and supernatural god on this roster, and you will see very soon what he can do. The lights go out, and then they come back on, and Taker and Paul are gone. Sting just looks really confused. He's like, great, magic tricks. And remember, I'm always lurking in the shadows. So, that's quality in the colour commentary, going to match with boost. No work improvements of 49D plus to open up the night. It's going to take a while for them guys to get really good. In above head subpar wrestling, a little heat, the Wild Raiders defeated Force of Nature, the Nasty Boys, and the Superflies in Surf 54. The elimination was Force of Nature first, then Nasty Boys, and finally Superflies. The Wild Raiders is their final night as a tag team. Mr. Ulala 29, Terry Gibbs 36, Jerry Sykes 35, Brian Knobs 38, Norman Smalley 35, Steve Blackman 40, Jimmy Ocean 32, Ricky Knight 31. Brian Knobs in performance and Mr. Ulala in techno, which is not bad. I will be announcing the new tag team will be coming in next week to take place of the Wild Raiders. In a poor match, Americana defeated Linda Dallas in 8:15 by pinfall. Linda Dallas 41, Americana 31. No work improvements. I didn't book the next angle. The next angle was a very basic angle, but I think it makes sense. After the match, Candy comes out and beats Americana down to the mat, which is fair enough. In above, I had some decent wrestling, but a little heat. Jason Von der Liger and Taz defeated Carl Karma and the Demon when Taz defeated the Demon by pinfall the T-Bone suplex. Carl Karma was beaten Sugar House in ring performance, which is fair enough, but because of that, next week Taz will get a shot at the Demon in action. I'm going to acknowledge that he beat the Demon, which wasn't meant to happen. He's meant to beat Carl Karma, but that's fine. He beat the Demon. Next week on TV, he'll get a shot at the Demon for that championship 2 weeks before Victory Road. There we go. Carl Karma seemed off his game. Jim Cornette did good work at ringside. The Demon and Jim Cornette have excellent chemistry together. The NAS quality gave the match a boost. Demon 50, Carl Karma 28, Taz 39, and Juice Von der Liger 53. Carl Karma improved in performance yet again, a 49D plus. 71C plus. I only ever rate these angles on him. So Jim Cornette did good and worked the crowd while using the freedom to improvise to his advantage. And he goes, so we have a new member in Carl Karma, our first non-Mexican member. Tonight we lost the match, that is fine. You win some and you lose some. That don't mean the house of Cornette is falling. As long as we win the big ones where the titles are on the line. You see, like on the Rock and Roll Express and now Taz, you have a problem with us. And at Victory Road, you'll get your chance to take us down. I hope you're ready for Carl Karma, Taz. So, yeah, Taz is now going to be dragged into a non-lineage style storyline. It's not going to be official storyline as the company's doing it, but Carl Karma will be feuding with Taz over the coming few months. I'm not going to put it as a proper storyline, but it's going to be Carl Karma versus Taz. Because as I say, we are pushing Carl Karma quite well, actually. If you look at Carl Karma since he's come to the company, and you look at something like his popularity in America when we brought him in December, we kind of brought him in, but look at that popularity. He is rising beautifully quick, and he can win one. He's a bulky heavyweight, but I like Carl Karma. I've met him as a person. He's a real nice guy in real life as well. So 70C plus from them, not bad. 60C plus in above very good wrestling and a decent match to crowd. Brian Pillman and The Undertaker defeated Great Muta. And Sting in 7:55 and Brian Pillman defeated Great Muta by pin for the flying corkscrew crossbody. Pillman carried the match. The Undertaker was a weak link. That's fine. Sting 59, Great Muta 60, Undertaker 48, and Brian Pillman 75. The Undertaker improved in performance. That's the match set for the other match. What I will be doing at Victory Road will be Pillman taking on the Great Muta in a one-on-one match. And next week, for Impact Wrestling, we're going to be doing a main event like no other. Let's put the great meter in. There we go. And next week, Impact Wrestling will have a main event that will shine like no other main event if we can do it. Have we got the 4v4 TV? Thank you. I'm probably booking this for Thingamy, but I'll move it. It's going to be Bret Hart, Sting, the Great Muta, and it's going to be Mr. Midcarder, Juice Thunder Liger, teaming up against the Demon, Owen Hart. He'll be carrying the team. The Undertaker, and finally Brian Pillman. That's going to be the main event of next week's TV show, 4-man, 8-man tag, as they're pronounced. I am going to move the booking because I booked it for Impact to Impact Wrestling. There we go. 660 plus, not a bad match. 42D before Owen Hart in the back. I'm pushing Owen Hart to the world now. So the next event, Victory Road. Sting the Man with the Poison, so says. But you see, I'm not looking towards Victory Road. I'm looking past it. I'm that bound for glory. But I've always been hiding behind you in your shadow, and everybody thinks of you when the Hart name is mentioned. Anywhere in the world, even Jim Nadine Hart had enough of you. He refuses to come to Impact because of you. You see, the fans might like you, but your family don't, and we don't. We hate you. And it's time you saw how much pain you have done to us, and it's time for a fight. And that fight, it's going to be awesome. 42D from Owen. Hopefully getting better. In the battle at Superb Wrestling Good Heat, Jerry Lawler defeated Scott Hall in 8:03 by pin with a pile driver. Scott Hall 62, Jerry Lawler 81. No working moves, 76B minus. Nice match from Jerry Lawler. David Old School heel, above average. We brought Jerry Lawler in just to draw people in. In a decent match, Doink the Clown and the Rocco Express defeated Vader, Nightmare Lords, and Doink the Clown defeated Rocco by pin for the Northern Exposure. Jim Cornette did good work at ringside. Nice quality in the colour commentary match and boost. Doink the Clown 48, Robert Gibson 60, Ricky Morton 60, Robert Gibson 58. Tarocco 40, Demian 66 39, and Vader 55. No work improvements. I don't think Vader's going to be joining the House Cornette. I lie. Video plays hyping Shane Douglas versus Bret Hart. In a decent match, Bret Hart defeats Shane Douglas in 1944 by submission and sharpshooter. He makes event number 6 of his Impact World title. Shane Douglas getting better. His gimmick, nice quality in the colour commentary match boost. Shane Douglas 27, Bret Hart 68. No work improvements. And of course, after the match, Owen Hart runs in and beats Bret Hart down to the mat. In a post-show battle at decent wrestling, let's see Dave Finney, Dr. Wagner, winning combination defeat LA Park, Ricky Kosher, and the Steiner Brothers in 75, and Dr. Wagner defeat Ricky Kosher by pin for the Death Valley Driver. Jeff Jarrett getting better his gimmick. Click there. Nice quality, the colour commentary match boost. Scott Steiner 55, Rick Steiner 46, Ricochet 60, Ali Park 40, Dr. Wagner 47, Dave Finney 44, Bob Holly 47, Jeff Jarrett 45. Ali Park in performance and Dave Finney in performance of 42D. Not bad. Finally, in a post-show battle, decent wrestling, Domichi, Owen Hart and John Tent defeat Al Samurai and Black Warrior in 82, and John Tent defeat Al Samurai by pin for the elbow drop. Owen Hart carried the match in terms of ring performance. Nice quality in the colour commentary going to match and boost. John Tent 34, Owen Hart 60, Black Warrior 43, and Al Samurai 41. John Tent in techno and Al Samurai in performance. Let's end the show 67C plus Christoph Popo to 11 regions. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you again next week for another edition of Impact Wrestling Live. Welcome back to Impact Wrestling on a Thursday night. We are live from the Great Lakes again, in front of 456 people tonight at the Coaches Stadium. Ali Park 36, Carl Carmer 26, and it was a terrible pre-match. Carl Carmer defeated Ali Park in 8:05. No work improvements. Jim Cornette did good work at ringside, 34E plus. In a pre bad surprise, and all hit the Force of Nature and the Steiner Brothers defeat the Nightmare Lords and the Nasty Boys in 7:53 when Scott Steiner defeated Jay Staggs by pin of the Frankensteiner. Towards the ring where Scott Steiner head towards Renox. Mr. O'Donnell seemed off his game. Jim Cornette did the work ringside. Scott Steiner 57, Rick Steiner 44, Mr. Ulalala 27, Terry Gibbs 29, Jay Saggs 34, and Brian Nobbs 41. Tarocco 38 and Damien 666 42. Damien 666 in technical Scott Steiner in performance. Chiraco in techno and Mr. Alala in performance of 47D. Not a bad match. And a preacher about decent wrestling with Little Angel and Little Princess defeat Linda Dallas and Dynamite Girl in 827. When Little Angel defeat Dynamite Girl by people of the Asian Queen B Bomb. Little Angel carried the match in terms of ring performance 50D plus, not bad. Little Princess 40, Little Angel 58, Dynamite Girl 42, and Linda Dallas 42. Not a bad match actually. No work improvements for the Knockouts division, seems to be hotting up. In a pitch about decent wrestling, but Little Heat, Ultraman Jr., Samurai, Black Warrior, and Kenta Kobashi defeat Adams, Jinekiro Tenorio, Dr. Wagner, and Tornado in 825. Black Warrior defeat Dr. Wagner by pinfall the out low blow. Kenta Kobashi 54, Black Warrior 43, Out Samurai 40, Ultraman Jr. 34, Tornado 39, Dr. Wagner 48, Jinekiro Tenorio 58, Brian Adams 36. But Jinekiro Terranio, I can never say his name properly, in Rumble and Techno 53 C1. That's not a bad match, actually. Appreciate much. And then another 53 in a appreciate about Decent Little Heat, Archangel Dave Finney, Eddie Guerrero, Takashi Kawada, and Conan defeated Sabu, Norman Smiley, Roadblock Side, Blue Demon Jr., and Al Snow in 829 when Conan defeated Sabu by pinfall. Conan's getting better gimmick. Thank you. Al Snow 47, Blue Demon Jr. 41, Rory Rockside 39, Norman Smiley 36, Sabu 46, Conan 43, Takahashi Kawada 58, Eddie Guerrero 52, Dave Finney 45, Archangel 39, Al Snow improved in Rumble 53 C-, another good match actually. Then appreciate about Super Wrestling All Heat, Steve Blackman and Shunjo Takanara defeat Shane Douglas through Vicious in 827. When Steve Blackman defeats Shane Douglas by pinfall. Shane Douglas carried the match to his rim performance, which is nice. Shujio Takanara 35, Steve Blackman 36, Sid Vicious 34, Shane Douglas 45, Steve Blackman in performance, and Shujio Takanara in techno, which is not bad. Well, maybe these shows are going to do worse than what they would normally do because we've not got very popular wrestlers in the Great Lakes, but we need to take over. And we're opening up tonight with an interesting angle. We're going to have the Knockouts open up the show. So Americana comes out and she does a, oh sugar, you're gonna hear my voice. This is whatever. Not interested in me, thank you. She comes out and goes, this place is a place for fighting. Since the Knockouts division has come to Impact Wrestling, we've made an impact. Right now, the women's division is under attack from a champion who don't care about the future of the division and just cares about herself. And at Victory Road, I'm going to face her and take the Knockouts title home with me. I'm going to be the face of the women's division who you think of when they say Knockouts. And then Candy comes out and goes, once again, we see the same thing. The low lives, the only reason you got into Impact was because of Glow. Anybody in Glow had only a bit of training. When you think when you get here you're a superstar, you're nothing. You see, there's so many more women on this roster who deserve a chance at me. You don't. You're not a wrestler. You're eye candy for the men to drool over. And America goes, how dare you? You. We are awesome. And Glow went under. We came here improved. Some did not make the cut. Fine. I did. And in 2 weeks, that title will be mine. And as that title you hold was the Glow crown before the Knockouts title. Remember that. So yeah, the Glow crown was the Knockouts championship and we changed the name. And Candy looks pissed off and just leaves. And then about that Super Wrestling All Heat, the Demon defeated Taz in 807 by Pivotal Sky Twister Press. The Demon makes defense number 2 of his X-Impact X Division title. Jim Cornette did good work at ringside. The Demon and Jim Cornette have excellent chemistry team together. Taz 38, the Demon 42. Taz improved in performance of 44D. Not bad. In a decent match, the Killer Bees debut, defeating the Superflies in 738 when Brian Bear defeated Jimmy Ocean by pinfall the Bee Stinger. Jimmy Ocean 29, Ricky Knight 32, Jim Brazil 57, Brian Bear 57. Both got below average for their gimmicks. No work improvements. Welcome the Killer Bees to Impact Wrestling. Then we go to the back, and it's Owen Hart. And he goes, it gets nearer and nearer each day. And the first hurdle will be Sting. First hurdle, Sting, will be going down in 2 weeks. You see, Impact Wrestling told me I had got to wait to face my brother, Bear for Glory. And I am ready. Sting, if you beat me at Victory Road, you'll get the main event. Your tail might be full of venom, but at Victory Road, I'll be the antidote. So yeah, if he basically loses Victory Road, Sting gets the world title shot at Bound for Glory. In a decent match, the Rock and Roll Express defeated the winning combination in 7:55 and Ricky Morton defeated Jeff Jarrett by pinfall the double dropkick. 64C, Bob Holly 46, Jeff Jarrett 52. Robert Gibson 63, Ricky Morton 63, no worker improvements. 64C. And then after the match, Damien 66 and Tarocco come in and attack him. The lethal combination beat the Rock and Roll Express. The Nightmare Lords beat the Rock and Roll Express. And then we go to then we have a nice 4-man tag. In a decent match, Sylvia Vega, Ricky Kosha, Scott Hall and Doink the Clown defeat Joe Lawler, Lex Luger, Vader, and John Tent in 8:24, and Doink the Clown defeat Luger by proof of the Northern Exposure. Joe Lawler's headshot's blown up, so that's fine. Everyone's getting back at his gimmick. Lex Luger's debuted his narcissistic gimmick, which has got above average, which is good. Doink the Clown 44, Scott Hall 60, Ricky Koshi 57, Sylvia Vega 38, John Tent 32, Vader 61, Lex Luger 61. Jerry Lawler out there with 72. He's our best wrestler on the roster. John Tent improving in technical. 62C is one of our best wrestlers, actually. Let's be fair. So Sting is targeting my Undertaker, and he's counting, and he's continuing. Because you look, he can continue because you're looking at your new world champion. Oh yes, Bret Hart, you're the strongest force in Impact. The Undertaker. He has powers like no one else, no one knows. And to his time, he will be champion. Oh, yes. 51D plus from The Undertaker and Paul Bearer there. In about that decent wrestling average heat, the 53C minus for this is nice. Bull, Lioness, and Americana defeat Candy, Dangerous Queen, Alana in 8-10 when Americana defeat Dangerous Queen by pinfall. She was the weak link, that's fine. Americana 30, Lioness 55, Bull 55, Luna 40, Dangerous Queen 58, and Candy 46. Lionel improving the Rumble. We're going to push Americana to the moon. 53C minus. Not bad. In about that, decent wrestling, but little heat. Tiger Mask 2 defeat Danny Collins in 8:24 by pinfall the Tiger Driver. Tiger Mask 2 53, Danny Collins 46. No work on 54C minus. We just put a music video on to hype Jerry Lawler. And then we have our main event of the evening, which is a 60C. In a decent match, Juice von der Liger, the Great Muta, Sting and Bret Hart defeat Owen Hart, The Undertaker, Brian Pillman, the Demon in 22:12 when Bret Hart defeat Owen Hart by pinfall. Paul Bear did good work at ringside, so did Jim Cornette. The Demon and Jim Cornette have excellent chemistry. Nice quality, and my colour commentary by Bruce. Bret Hart 69, Sting 52, Great Muta 68, Juice von der Liger 53, Demon 48, Brian Pillman 64, The Undertaker 50, Owen Hart 56, the Impact and all these storylines advance and gain heat. That's where we end the show tonight. Of course, we've got to build their popularity in the try. Increase our popularity to 11 regions. 60C, not bad. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next week for the Go Home edition. And the first ever pay-per-view to air outside the Tri-States will happen when we bring Victory Road to the Great Lakes. Thanks for watching. What have I learned from this Impact Wrestling? I hired too many people. No pre-show tonight because everyone's going to be used at Victory Road, but in a opening angle. We see June Cornette goes, tonight, I welcome the biggest star from the UK, Kendo Nagasaki, to the House of Cornette. You see, we are the most dominant force in pro wrestling today. You see, every week we get stronger. This Sunday night live on pay-per-view will bring the action and destruction to anyone standing in our way. It is time you saw we are the top team. When Impact Wrestling holds a fatal four-way to crown the first Intercontinental champion on Sunday, my man Kendo Nagasaki will leave champion. My boys will hold their titles, but there's still a missing piece, and he's coming soon. Ooh, missing pieces. 69C+. And then in about that, decent wrestling, but little heat, Kendo Nagasaki defeat Blue Demon Jr. in 6:27 by pinfall, the power of hypnosis. Blue Demon 47, Kendo 38. Jim Cornette did good work at ringside. No work on 54C minus. In about that, decent wrestling double cheat, Shane Douglas defeated the Great Muta in 5:50:44 by pinfall the power driver. Shane Douglas 50, Muta 58. No work on 61C. Music video shown to hype the Killer Bees. And then in about that, decent wrestling double cheat, Eddie Guerrero and the Superflies, the winning combination defeated North Swally, the Killer Bees, and the Force of Nature. In 7:56, when Eddie Guerrero defeated Norman Smiley by pinfall with the Frog Splash. Mr. Ella 32, Terry Gibbs 35, Jim Burnsville 55, Brian Bayer 54, Norman Smiley 37, Eddie Guerrero 53, Bob Holly 47, Jeff Jarrett 47, and Jimmy Ocean 29, Ricky Knight 32. Norman Smiley in Techno Flying and Performance, and Ocean in Performance 49D+. Sings in the back and he goes, this Sunday night Owen Hart. And if I win, I get into the main event of Battle for Glory. That's not my goal. My goal is to cleanse Impact of its evil, and it starts with the Undertaker. It's time people saw Impact on top. Is on top, the best company, but people won't watch with this evil, and it needs cleansing, and I'll do it. I'll do it with them. I'll do it with my Venom. So still mentioning this moment. In about that decent wrestling, Double Cheat, Candy, Dangerous Green, Dynamite Girl, and Alice Luna defeat Little Princess Lioness, Little Angel, Born Americana in 7:53 when Linda Alice defeated Americana by pinfall. Americana 33, Ball 57, Little Angel 58, Lioness 54, Little Princess 41, Luna 41, Linda Dallas 44, Dynamite Girl 39, Dangerous Queen 60, Candy 42. The Impact Knockouts storylines advanced, Americana improving in performance at 51D+. Mr. T's in the rally goes, this company's having a problem controlling the family feud between Owen Hart and Bret Hart. So we've invited Dave Boy Smith to be here for Bret and controlling the sensations. This is working sort of. So I need another fool to sit with Owen and have just a man watch this space. 72B minus. Not many matches tonight. We go 64C and above. Had decent wrestling, cheap Tiger Mask. 2 won a Battle Royal in 2016. The other members of the Final Four, Lex Luger, Brian Pillman. I remember excited with Lex Luger being the final elimination. Tiger Mask got the most eliminations over the course of the match. Al Phantasm debuted his old school face gimmick. Still got Nishirona great. Al Snow flying, Al Snow in performance, Kenta Kobashi improving in techno, Lex Luger improving in performance, Al Phantasma in Rumble, Black Warrior in performance, Danny Collins in Rumble in performance, and Brookside in performance. 64C, not a bad match actually. And then our main event of the night, as I say, this is a go home show, so I'm not going to put too much effort in it. In about very good heat and good wrestling, Dave Boy Smith and Bret Hart defeat Owen Hart and let Jerry Lawler, when Bret Hart defeated Owen Hart by pinfall. In terms of ring work, Jerry Lawler's head and shoulder blown up. Dave Boy, David's British Bulldogs got awful. Bret Hart 64, David Boy 61, Jerry Lawler 73, Owen Hart up there with 54. No work improvements of 69C+. That's where we end the show with 67C+. Shows to increase our popularity in other regions. I'll see you guys live for Victory Road very soon. Welcome to a night stuck full of pro wrestling. Tonight is the first junction on the road to Bound for Glory, and it's Victory Road. Tonight all titles are up for grabs, and so is the main event spot at BFG. It is tonight where we make history with the debuts of Tully Blanchard as he takes on his former friend Arn Anderson. And now Impact Wrestling presents Victory Road 1988 52D+. Jim goes, hello and welcome tonight to some nights tonight of action, and everything is planning towards Bound for Glory. And Jesse goes, tonight the road for Bound for Glory Glory properly starts, and I'm so ready for it. And it's our opening match, Tully Blanchard versus Arn Anderson. Let's send it up to Dave. Nowhere confirms there's no pre-show tonight, everybody's on the main card. And in an exceptional match, Tully Blanchard defeated Arn Anderson in 14:37 by pin with a slingshot suplex. Blanchard 73, Arn Anderson 72. Stable is badass, very good. Enforcer great. And because of that great match they had, the rematch will happen on Impact Wrestling TV, because I think if we have that as a main event, sheesh. In their first match they get that rating, that's freaking awesome. I didn't actually expect a match like that to come out of Impact Wrestling. I was expecting a B- from these two, to be honest, but they're only 36 and how old are we now? 29, so it's not even 30 at the moment, so that's good. 79B to open up the night, that's beautiful. And about surprise and no heat, Carl Karma defeated Taz in 7:48 by pin with the top rope splash. Didn't quite a good work inside. Taz 38, Carl Karma 25. No work improvements for 38, 7D-. And about that decent wrestling below heat, the Demon defeated Juice and Thunder Liger in 8:28 by pin with the Sky Twist press. After the Jim Cornette interfered, the Demon makes defense number 3 of his X Division title. Jim Cornette did good work at ringside. They have excellent chemistry. Juice Thunder Liger 53, Demon 47. No work improvements of 56C-. In a terrible match, the Superflyers defeated the Force of Nature in 748 and Jimmy Ocean defeated Terry Gibbs by a pin for the pile driver. Mr. Ulala 39, Terry Gibbs 31, Jimmy Ocean 31, and Ricky Knight 31. Ricky Knight in performance, which is nice. Not sold out tonight. We only got 969 people at the Attack Athletics in the Great Lakes, which means this show's not going to get a very good rating, I don't think. In a decent match, the Nasty Boys defeat Brian Bear in 746 by pin in 746 when Brian Nobbs defeat Brian Bear by pinfall. Brian Blair 52, Joey Sags 38, Brian Nobbs 44. No work improvements 50D+. In a bad decent wrestling below heat, Kenan Nakasaki defeated Conan Shinju Takanara and Soryu Vega in 14:52, and Kenan Nakasaki defeated Soryu Vega by pin for the Kamizik Crash. Kenan Nakasaki is now your Impact Wrestling champion. Soryu Vega 43, Conan 42, Shinju Takanara 34, and Kenan Nakasaki 43. Shinju Takanara is improving in flying. Kenan Nakasaki 44, and he's your Impact champion. Ooh, that's going to be a brutal injury to be getting over. And above that, decent wrestling, but little heat, Dangerous Queen, Dynamite Girl, Linda Dallas, and Luna defeat Little Princess, Little Angel, Lioness, and Bull in 8:22, and Linda Dallas defeat Little Princess by pinfall. Bull 57, Lioness 53, Little Angel 58, Little Princess 37, Luna 43, Linda Dallas 43, Dynamite Girl 42, Dangerous Queen 57, and Dynamite Girl improving flying. Let me see in a minute. Above that, great wrestling and good heat. Lex Luger defeated Scott Hall in 15:12 by pinfall. Scott Hall 67, Lex Luger 64. No work improvements of 72B-. In above that, decent wrestling below heat, Ultraman Jr., Tiger Mask 2, and Al Snow defeat Archangel Dave Finney, Eddie Guerrero in 8:23 when Ultraman Jr. defeated Dave Finney by pinfall. Al Snow 45, Tiger Mask 53, Ultraman 35, Eddie Guerrero 54, Dave Finney 48, and Archangel 42. And no work improvements for 50D+. In a superb match, Dave Boy Smith defeated Jim Nadine Hart in 14:57 by pin for the running Power Slam at 70C+. Jim Nadine Hart, David is badass, got on the show very good. David Boy 64, Jim Nadine Hart 67. No work improvements, 70C+. In above that, decent wrestling below heat, Norman Smiley defeated Shane Douglas in 9:14 by pinfall. Shane Douglas 50, Norman Smiley 35. These two have good chemistry showing their performance. 49D+. In above that, decent wrestling below heat, Steve Blackman and Sabu defeated Kakashi Kawada and Kane Wayne, who's here on a one-night deal. In 8:27 when Sabu defeated Kane Wayne by pin for the triple jump moonsault. Kane Wayne was a weak link, that's fine. Sabu 52, Steve Blackman 44, Kane Wayne 29, Takahashi Kawada 58. Steve Blackman and Sabu showed us some chemistry together. Sabu improving performance of 54C-. In above that, decent wrestling below heat, Brian Adams, Dr. Wagner, Ginocchio Torono, Sid Vicious and Tornado defeated Roy Brookside, Kenta Kobashi, Al Samurai, Al Phantasma, and Blue Demon in 14:47 when Dr. Wagner defeated Al Phantasma by pin for the Wagner driver. Blue Demon 41, Al Phantasma 34, Al Samurai 42. Kenta Kobashi 52, Roy Brookside 36, Tornado 39, Sid Vicious 33, Ginocchio Tornado 58, Dr. Wagner 49, Brian Adams 38. I'm just going to change his name to something. He's both improving in Techno and Rumble, and Brian Adams in performance of 52D+. In a poor match, Candy defeated Americana in 15:07 by pin for the Candy drop, which makes defense number 2 of her Impact Knockout title. Americana 31, Candy 46. No work improvements, but a 44D, I can't complain. In above that, decent wrestling below heat, Danny Collins defeated Black Warrior in 7:35 by pinfall. Black Warrior 45, Danny Collins 46. No work improvements, 50D+. Not bad. In a decent match, the Nightmare Lords defeated the Rock and Roll Express in 14:49 when Damien 666 defeated Robert Gibson by pinfall with a powerbomb. Nightmare Lords make defense number 4 of their Impact World Tag Team titles. Robert Gibson 61, Ricky Morton 65, Tenrakio 46, and Damien 666 42. Robert Gibson in Rumble and Tenrakio in Technical 61C, not bad. In a decent match, Jeff Jarrett, Bob Holly, Jerry Lawler, Vader, John Tent defeated Ali Park, Rikai, Kusho, Doink McLaren, Rick Steiner, and Scott Steiner in 14:49 when Jeff Jarrett defeated Rick Steiner by pinfall. In terms of ring work, Jerry Lawler's head and shoulders above everyone else. Jerry Lawler shone in this match. Scott Steiner 50, Rick Steiner 44, Doink Clown 44, Rokai Kushi 57, Lally Park 35, John Tent 31, Vader 60, Jerry Lawler 76, Bob Holly 40, Jeff Jarrett 42 at 61C. Not bad at all. In about there, great heat and decent wrestling from the crowd. Brian Pillman defeated Great Mutu in 14:38 by pin for the leaping thrusting lariat. Brian Pillman 66, Great Mutu 67. No work improvements to 71C+. Beautiful match. Video plays hyping up our semi-main of the evening, which is Sting taking on Owen Hart. In a decent match, Owen Hart defeated Sting by submission after the sharpshooter after blatantly cheating. Sting 52, Owen Hart 58. No work improvements to 59C. And then The Undertaker taking on Bret Hart in a 69C+, so yeah. In a decent match, Bret Hart defeated The Undertaker with 24:52 by submission of sharpshooter. Bret Hart makes defense number 7 of his Impact World title. Paul Bader, good work at ringside. The announced quality in the colour commentary on the match of Bruce Undertaker 45, Bret Hart 69. No work in 69C+. And then after the match, Bret Hart celebrating his victory in his ring. And then Owen Hart and Jim the Dean Hart run in and attack him together, beating down Bret Hart down to the mat. After this, Mr. T, and also on tomorrow night's edition of Impact, it won't be the main event, but it will be a tag team match, which will see Bret Hart, the world champion, taking with his brother-in-law, Davey Boy Smith, to take on Owen Hart and Jim the Dean Hart. Of course, this is the person who was going to be sitting who wouldn't sign because he's had enough of hiding in the shadows of Bret Hart's name. So Jim the Dean Hart and Owen Hart will be in action tomorrow night. I'm pushing Owen Hart to the moon at the moment to kind of get him up into the main event scene. He's in the upper mid-card scene, so hopefully we can get him to the main event scene before Bound for Glory. But 45D, not bad. We're going to end tonight's show with 69C+, and I cannot complain with that. It's a good show. I'm going to give it to Truly on, and I'm going to give it to Jerry Lawler, and they're all going to be praised. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Impact Wrestling, and I'll see you guys live for the follow-up next week. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again real soon.